Big Train able to work more counts, just find a way on base. Bodes well for the final 5 innings.
In order to make the playoffs in the Cal Ripken Collegiate League, there's 8 teams, 2 divisions of 4, and the top 3 teams from each division make the playoffs. First pitch grounded through for a base hit. Martinez puts one on the ground and gets it between the third baseman and shortstop for a 1-out single. But 3 teams from each division make the playoffs, so 75% of the teams make the playoffs. The division winners get a first-round bye, and then from each division, the second-place team plays the third-place team in a 1-game playoff. The Big Train were second in their division last year, finishing at 21-15. They won their wild card game and then swept the division series and the championship series. Emilio Gonzalez now steps in with some ducks on the pond, looking to chip away into the 6-run lead for the Cropdusters.
Just keep the line moving. Need Gonzalez on. Not necessarily at second or third, but single, a walk, just keep things rolling along.
Martinez at first, Corbin at second. 1-0 the count on Gonzalez. He takes a fastball at the belt for strike 1. Gonzalez scored 2 runs in the comeback effort yesterday, and flew out just a few feet in front of the wall as the last out of the game yesterday. He has a single today and has scored the only run for the Big Train in their first road game. Top half of the 5th, Cropdusters lead at 7-1. 1-1 the count on Emilio Gonzalez. Taking his time is Perondo. Looks back the runner at second now. Kicks in, fires. Fastball below the knees for a ball. It's 2-1 to Gonzalez. Skoronsky, the ever-powerful Winthrop University product, waits on deck. 2-1 on the FAU Owl. Gonzalez pops one up deep in the air to right. Swanson giving chase. He settles under it, and he makes the catch on the Major League pop-up. Strong throw will come all the way to third. Close play, but diving in head first is Corbin. He is safe. That was a powerful throw from Swanson. You want to talk about the arm that Skoronsky has in right field. That play was close. That was easily a 250-plus foot throw.
Yeah, that is a heck of a toss by Swanson, and right on the money, too. If that's, a foot lower, Santiago Cruz probably able to get that tag down, but as it is, still a fantastic effort.
The inning will be pushed for one more batter, and Josh Skoronsky will step in. Martinez still at first. We'll see if he tries to take second. He has a healthy lead. He does not go. This ball lined into right field, and it's down for a base hit. Staying at second is Martinez. Skoronsky pushes across another run with the RBI single at 7-2.
That's a really nice swing from Skoronsky. Just gets out in front of the baseball, knocks it into right. Just a good look at things.
And that is his first hit on the season, although he has reached base 5 times already, courtesy of some walks and some hit by pitches. And now Logan Ponnett will step in. He singled back in the 4th inning, drove in the Big Train's first run. He takes a slider down and away for ball 1.
And this is what happened yesterday. 1 run here, 1 run there, and then the big inning came later. So repeating the trick with maybe a better ending to the tail wouldn't be too bad for the Big Train today.
This game so far, score-wise, inning by inning, is almost looking like a mirror of yesterday's game. Ponnett fouls one deep near the Cropdusters bullpen down the first baseline, and it'll get over everything. The Big Train were down 7-1. Eventually made it 9-3. Eventually made it 7-3 before the Grays made it 9-3, then 9-6, then 11-6, then 11-11, then 12-11. In a roller coaster of a game yesterday. 1-1 to Ponnett. Line drive. Jumping catch by the shortstop Hawkins. And he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. The Big Train able to push across. 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. And 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 5th. The Cropdusters lead the Big Train 7-2. 4 unearned runs last time in the bottom half of the 4th. First pitch to Santiago Cruz is a fastball at the belt for strike 1.
And getting a couple zeros out of Trevor Orth here is really important. I mean, you had some good relief performances for the big trend yesterday. See if Orth can replicate.
A 1 driven in the air, deep towards right field. Skoronski turning around, makes the catch over his shoulder. Did not get a great first step on that one, but he was able to turn around, locate the ball, and eventually get the out.
Yeah, good body control there, because sometimes flipping the hips like that where you get turned around is so tough to eventually chase it down, but Skoronski stayed on the ball and gets the first out.
1 out in the bottom half of the Olney Cropdusters. Jaden Knight now steps into the box from the right-handed side. Orth comes set.
It's important at this level of baseball, and it helps to get quicker innings. Even a hit's usually preferable to a walk in most scenarios, and throughout the first 2 games, it's been a lot of walks.
Cadron Ahern now steps in, takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Ahern grounded out to first base in his first at-bat and got hit in the back in his second at-bat. 1-0, Orth is set, kicks and fires from the quicker motion as opposed to his long wind-up. That pitch was in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-0.
Seen some good defense from Murphy today. That pitch in the dirt, he swallowed it up. Had a couple tough hops go by him. For the most part, he's dealt with some tough blocks.
Murphy getting his first start today for the big train as Hawk did the catching last night. I'd imagine those two will be on an every other day starting basis. 2-0 from Orth is a fastball at the belt for a strike. Murphy out of Palm City, Florida, one of many Florida Atlantic Owls on this Bethesda Big Train roster. 2-1 the count on Cater and Ahern. Orth kicks and fires. Fastball misses in the dirt, and it's 3-1 to Ahern. Still some calm wind coming in from center field, but it's more of just a nice breeze and nothing that will affect any high fly balls. 3-1. There goes the runner. Popped up in the air down the left field line. It'll get out of play and just beyond the big train bullpen. The count is now full on Ahern.
Working back to even up the count here. Well, making it full at least is Orth. And looking to get a ball on the ground here. The infield for the big train has looked solid so far today.
We'll see if Knight tries to go from first again. Orth gives him a pickoff, but a head-first slide, and Knight is back. He got a pretty good jump there on that foul ball from Ahern. We'll see if he's itching to go again. Coming set at the belt is Orth. Kicks and comes to the plate. Grounded to second. Right fields it. He's moving towards first, so he will just throw to first and get the second out.
Yeah, it's a tough place for that ground ball to be because Wright was moving dead away from second base. He would have had to plant, flip, and throw a dart to have a chance to get Knight, so smart play just to go to 1.
I was pretty critical of these overall Cropduster jerseys at the start of the game, but after sliding back into first, Knight has dirt all up and down his pants and his shirt, and it looks like he's been wearing overalls on a hard day at work. I feel like it adds a little bit of a nice touch with the dirt on the jersey.
Yeah, maybe you've been baling hay, you've been planting furrows. He looks like he's got a good days of working.
First pitch to Brian Scott missed inside. 1-0 the count to him. He swings and misses very late on the fastball, and the count's now 1-1. The Big Train offense has started to click. They've had runs in their last 2 innings, and we know that they're capable of a big run inning. So Orth trying to pitch a scoreless inning. Big swing and a miss on a high fastball from Scott. Bottom half of the 5th, 7-2, the Cropdusters lead. Runner on second, 2 outs, 1-2 count on Brian Scott. Orth looking for a scoreless frame. Looks down at the mitt, he is set. Looks back, the runner at second now comes to the plate, popped up foul. into the net by Scott, and the count will remain at 1-2.
If Knight can be stranded at second base by Orth, it'll be the third zero posted in this game by Bethesda. Matches the Big Train's total from all of yesterday's game.
Yeah, the runs in this game have come in bunches for the Cropdusters. 3 in the second and 4 in the fourth. 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Scott down on strikes. No runs on no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We head to the top half of the sixth. Big Train chasing 5 runs. Top half of the sixth set to start here from Olney, Maryland. The hometown squad, the Olney Cropdusters, lead the Bethesda Big Train 7-2. The Big Train have scored 1 run in each of the last 2 innings. They have 7, 8, and 9 due up, looking to keep the run scoring to be a trend. First pitch to the leadoff man, Wesley, is a slider that misses low. 7-2. The Big Train were able to score a bunch of runs in the late inning. Yesterday, Wesley lines one into left and lands in front of the left fielder Knight for a leadoff single. But yesterday, they scored 8 runs in the last 3 innings. They scored 3 in the 7th and 5 in the 8th. Jackson, we know that they have potential to come back in this game.
Well, they really do. I mean, the offense has been looking better in each game as you've gotten farther into the game, more reps at the plate. This is the beginnings of the season, so maybe just taking a while in each game to round in for these hitters.
First pitch to Dylan Murphy is a fastball that's high. Austin Parando now working in his 3rd inning of work. He's thrown 29 strikes to 21 balls. Has given up 1 run in each of the last 2 innings. Checks the runner at first. Now Cubs set at the belt. The righty kicks and fires. Fastball just misses outside, and Murphy ahead in the count 2-0.
Already 6 hits for the Big Train today. Had 7 all through 9 innings against DC yesterday.
Yeah, they drew a lot of walks in the later innings, which helped them get runners on to come back on opening night. Slider misses down and away from Parando. And ahead in the count 3-0 is Murphy. And we'll see if the Big Train try to go back to their patient approach when down in this game. It's what got them back into the game yesterday. 3-0. Parando kicks and fires inside, and it hits Murphy in the butt. So he will have a painful ride to first, but the Big Train in business with the first 2 runners on. As we will now see a meeting on the mound between pitching coach and infield.
I will say, I don't know how it's gone unmentioned since it happened, but before a recent inning, the Cropdusters team came up, lined along the first base line, and performed a square dance to Cotton Eye Joe.
That is something I have not seen. Definitely a show was put on by the hometown squad and their overall and flannel jerseys.
I mean, they have committed whole hog to this theme, and when you add it all together, it really is part of an experience.
Olney, Maryland is a pretty rural area, and the fans that have come out definitely embrace that sort of style from their team. And the hometown squad has been working hard to put up some runs early in this one. They lead at 7-2, but the big train threatening with the first two runners on, and the 9-hitter Brett Ott stepping to the plate from the left-hand side. Parando looks back the runner at second. A bunt is shown and now pulled back by Ott. He takes in the dirt for ball 1.
I don't know what I think about the bunt here because you're chasing 5. Moving the runners over and giving up the out might hurt your chance at the crookedest possible number.
It might be just for show to try to throw the pitcher off, but nonetheless, the corners have moved in for the Cropdusters. 1-0 kick and the fire. No bunt shown that time from Ott. He takes a fastball high for ball 2.
Ott peering down at the third base coach's signs, see what he does here with this 2-0 count.
The corners are still in for the Cropdusters, and that could be part of the reason the bunt was shown, to try to get the infield to move into a different spot. 2-0 from Parando. Fastball taken just below the knees, and the count is 3-0 to the 9-hitter Ott.
No signs given by third base coach Galvin Morris this time. Ott just steps back in and probably has the red light here.
The corners have moved back a little bit for the Cropdusters. 3-0 kick and the fire from Parando. Fastball right down Broadway for a strike.
And you got to think that's because he had the red light that he takes that, because any count but 3-0, that's probably a hitter's pitch.
Behind in this game, it's paramount that the big train get runners on before they think about scoring runs, because the big hit will eventually come. Swing and a drive deep out into center field. Scott has a beat on it. The center fielder makes the catch. No tag from Wesley at second.
Yes, smartly done by Wesley, because it was a good throw from Scott out there. Cut off by Hawkins, but it would have had him if Wesley had tried to go.
The lineup will now flip over in the Meridian Community College product. Brennan Wright will dig in. He got hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, singled in his second at-bat, and grounded out to second base in his third at-bat. He has ducks on the pond. Runners at first and second with one out in the top half of the sixth. 7-2 the lead for the Olney Cropdusters. First pitch from Parando, chops slowly on the ground. First baseman Stalker fields it. Over to first, a dive from the pitcher Parando, but he will not get to the bag in time. Wright beats it out.
Again, the hustle from Brennan Wright. This time it pays off. Nearly beat out a simple ground of the second last time, and this one chops it towards first and just out-hustles Parando to the bag.
I absolutely love the way this guy plays. Hustles everything down the line. This time it pays off, and the bases are loaded for the middle of this big train order. It's 2, 3, and 4. Coming up, Corbin steps in. He hit one hard, but grounded out into a double play earlier. We'll see if he can get some better luck in this at-bat. First pitch is a fastball taken below the knees for a ball. Wesley at third, Murphy at second, and Wright at first. This is a big run-scoring opportunity for the big train, chasing 5 runs. You'd like to see them put up a crooked number in this half. Another fastball just below the knees, and the count is 2-0 on Corbin.
And you've been waiting for the big hit throughout this game. No extra base knocks for the big train yet. Feels like it's coming soon.
Sort of a flip from the start of yesterday's game. A lot of the hits they had early against the DC Grays were some doubles to the gap. 2-0, we'll see how aggressive Corbin wants to get. 2-0, he takes outside for a strike. 2-1 the count, 1 out, bases loaded. Top half of the sixth. Martinez and Gonzalez. 2 more powerful hitters wait in the wings. 2-1, just misses inside. The count is 3-1 on the Maryland Terrapin, Parker Corbin. Parando kicks and fires. The 3-1 popped up in the air, foul and out of play. The count is now full. Corbin looking for his first hit on the year for the big train. He was held with an 0 performance yesterday, although he did draw 2 walks, and he does have a walk in this game. Full count, Parando kicks and fires. Driven deep in the air, out towards left center. Ranging over is to 31 balls so far in his outing. This is most likely his last inning if I were to guess what the Cropdusters were to do with their staff. First pitch to Martinez. Misses low for ball one. It was 3 innings from Indominico scoreless. But the middle innings have not been as kind for the Cropdusters. 1-0. And Martinez takes high for ball 2. Hitters count for Martinez, and with 2 outs, we'll see how aggressive he wants to get. I'd imagine if he sees a pitch he likes, he's putting a big cut on it. 2-0. This ball misses low, and it gets away. Both runners will move up. It's Murphy up to third and Wright up to second.
And that pitch there, you'd almost rather it from the Cropdusters' perspective if catcher Cook didn't get anything on it at all. Because with this bouncy backstop, the only way someone can really advance is if the ball's slowed down before it hits the bricks. And that time he got a bit of a glove on it, and it didn't bounce back hard enough to give him a chance at Wright or Murphy.
3-0 to Martinez, taken right down Broadway for a strike.
And this is a hitter's count. Runners at second, third, 3-1, time to take a hack.
A single could score up to 2 runs, so I'd imagine Martinez not really swinging for the fences here. 3-1, he takes high and outside for ball 4. So the bases are now loaded, and the tying run will step to the plate. It's the FAU Owl, the power-hitting lefty, Emilio Gonzalez. Bases loaded, top half of the 6th, 2 outs. 7-3, the lead for the Cropdusters. And now we're going to have a meeting at the mound between coach and pitcher, and I believe that's going to be all for Austin Parando. He leaves after 2 2/3 innings. And we'll talk to you about the new pitcher to face Gonzalez next on the Big Train Baseball Network.